I'm pulling into my driveway after a 12-hour shift when I see the empty space where my squad car should be. I've been a patrol officer for the Riverside Police Department for 9 years. I live at 428 Oakmont Drive in a quiet subdivision called Willowbrook Estates. My assigned patrol vehicle, Unit 347, has been parked in my driveway every night for those 9 years per department policy. If you look closely, tonight, it's gone. My neighbor Karen Whitfield is standing in her yard with her arms crossed, watching me. She moved in 6 months ago and immediately started complaining about everything from trash can plow, cement to lawn height. If you look closely, last week, she left a printed note on my windshield claiming my patrol car was unsightly and lowering property values. Double quotes, that I walk over to her fence. Karen, did you see what happened to my patrol car? She doesn't even pretend. I had it towed. Honestly, that monstrosity doesn't belong in a residential neighborhood. I called Titan Towing at 4:30 this afternoon. You had a police vehicle towed. It's not a police vehicle when it's parked at your house. It's personal property. Also, the HOA bylaws clearly state no commercial vehicles in driveways. I keep my voice level. Karen, that's a marked patrol car. Badge number 347. Riverside PD. To be fair, it's here because I'm required to take it home for rapid response situations. I don't care what your department requires. I care about my property values honestly. The car is gone. Also, it's staying gone until you start parking it somewhere appropriate. I pull out my phone and call dispatch. This is Officer Mitchell. Badge 2847. I need to report my assigned vehicle, Unit 347, was towed from my residence without authorization. Possible theft. Karen's expression changes. Theft. I paid $350 to have it towed. You removed police property without authorization. That's exactly what theft is. Honestly, I call Titan Towing next. The dispatcher tells me Unit 347 is in their impound lot on Industrial Boulevard. To be fair, when I explain it's a police vehicle, she puts me on hold. The owner, Marcus Webb, gets on the line. To be fair, officer, I apologize. The woman who called said it was her neighbor's commercial vehicle. She never mentioned it was a squad car. We'll release it immediately, no charge. Honestly, I need you to keep it exactly where it is. Don't touch it. My supervisor will contact you within the hour. I call my sergeant, Tom Brennan. He's been with our PD for 22 years. He listens to my explanation, asks 3 specific questions, then says, "Stay there, I'm calling the chief." Chief Robert Haynes arrives at my house 45 minutes later in an unmarked vehicle, followed by Sergeant Brennan and Officer Lisa Chen. It's 8:15 p.m. on Tuesday, November 14th. To be fair, the chief is 56 years old, former Marine, also has zero tolerance for anyone interfering with department operations. Karen is still in her yard. The chief walks straight to her. "If you look closely, ma'am, I'm Chief Robert Haynes, Riverside Police Department. Did you arrange to have patrol vehicle Unit 347 towed from this address today?" "I certainly did. That thing is a blight on this neighborhood. Are you aware that vehicle is city property assigned to Officer Mitchell for official use? I don't care whose property it is. It doesn't belong here. Double quotes. Simply put, Chief Haynes nods slowly. "Ma'am, you've committed grand theft auto under California Penal Code for 187D1. Basically, you unlawfully took a vehicle valued at over $950 in this case, approximately $45,000, and deprived the rightful owner of possession. You're also charged under Penal Code for 99B, grand theft of police equipment." "Officer Chen, take her into custody." Karen's face goes white. "You can't arrest me. Basically, I didn't steal anything. I had it towed. You arranged the unauthorized removal of a police vehicle. That's theft. Turn around and place your hands behind your back." Officer Chen reads Karen her Miranda rights while handcuffing her. Karen starts crying, saying this is ridiculous, that she'll call her lawyer. Basically, Chief Haynes remains completely calm. "Your lawyer can meet you at the station. You'll be processed, photographed, also held until your arraignment tomorrow morning. Bond will likely be set around $50,000 for these charges. They transport Karen to the station in Sergeant Brennan's unit. I follow in my personal vehicle to give my statement. To be fair, at the station, Detective Mark Sullivan takes over the investigation. He's handled property crimes for 14 years and treats this such as any other theft case. Officer Mitchell, walk me through the timeline. I provide exact details. Unit 347 was parked in my driveway at 6:45 a.m. when I left from my shift. Honestly, I returned at 7:50 p.m. to find it missing. Karen admitted she called Titan Towing at approximately 4:30 p.m. If you look closely, the tow company confirmed they removed the vehicle at 5:15 p.m. from 428 Oakmont Drive. Detective Sullivan contacts Titan Towing and obtains their records. Karen paid $350 with her credit card. If you look closely, she signed a form claiming she had authority to request the tow. That signature becomes evidence. Basically, Karen's arraignment happens Wednesday morning. At 9 a.m., the prosecutor, Assistant District Attorney Jennifer Ross, charges her with 1 count of grand theft auto under PC 487D1, 1 count of theft of police property under PC 499B, also 1 count of interfering with police operations under PC 148.1. Combined, these charges carry a maximum sentence of 4 years in county jail that the judge sets bond at $75,000. Karen's husband, David Whitfield, posts it by noon using their house as collateral. She's released with conditions: no contact with me, no interference with police property. Also, mandatory appearance at all court proceedings. If you look closely, the HOA gets involved next. Willowbrook Estates has 130 homes. The president, Richard Torres, calls an emergency board meeting for Thursday evening. 63 residents attend. Richard reads the HOA bylaws aloud. Section 7.3 states, emergency service vehicles belonging to residents employed by police, fire, or medical services are exempt from all parking restrictions. This exemption has been in effect since the HOA was established in 1998. If you look closely, the board votes unanimously to send Karen a formal letter clarifying that my patrol car is permitted. 3 residents apologized to me directly for Karen's actions. The case moves through the system. Karen's attorney, Michael Perez, tries to negotiate a plea deal. Ada Ross offers plead guilty to 1 count of grand theft, 60 days in county jail, 3 years probation. Also, restitution of $845 to cover the tow recovery costs, my time. Also, department administrative expenses. In fact, Karen refuses. She insists she did nothing wrong. Her attorney files motions to dismiss, all denied. The trial happens on January 23rd. It lasts 1 day. The jury deliberates for 90 minutes. Guilty on all 3 counts. To be fair, sentencing occurs February 15th. Judge Patricia Coleman reviews Karen's record. No prior convictions. However, her complete lack of remorse weighs heavily. Double quotes Mrs. Whitfield. You showed flagrant disregard for both law enforcement and basic common sense. You removed a clearly marked police vehicle, ignored multiple opportunities to recognize your error. Also, showed no remorse even after arrest. I sentence you to 180 days in county jail, 3 years probation, $5,000 in fines. Also, full restitution of $845 to the Riverside Police Department. Double quotes. Karen serves 120 days with credit for good behavior. She's released in June. Basically, by July, the Whitfield house is listed for sale. They move before the end of August. Honestly, I never see them again. My patrol car still parks in my driveway every night. Unit 347 now has over 82,000 miles on it. To be fair, my neighbors wave when I come home from shifts. Richard Torres personally apologized twice for not clarifying the HOA bylaws sooner. Last month, a new family moved into the Whitfield house, young couple, 2 kids. Simply put, the husband is a firefighter. His department vehicle parks in their driveway. Honestly, nobody complains.